Hey, good evening, everybody. The first artists are getting ready to take the stage for the first Beale Street Music Festival in 3 years. The festivities being held this year on Tire Lane at the Liberty Bowl is something special for one local band making their festival debut. Brad Broders spoke with that band's frontman and joins us live from Midtown Memphis. So, Brad, I understand this is a full circle moment for them.
It certainly is, Rudy. 6 years ago, Josh Shaw attended his first Beale Street Music Festival, a college student with big musical aspirations. Now, after years of hard work and perseverance, Saturday, instead of being a spectator, the now front man of the band Blvck Hippie will be a performer on a stage close by.
So it just kind of proves that, like, if you keep working consistently, things will pay off. It just may take a long time.
For Blvck Hippie lead singer Josh Shaw, the stage is now set ahead of his indie rock band's most significant gig to date at his hometown Beale Street Music Festival Saturday.
What kind of makes everything worth it, and all the struggles, all the hard works, all the playing in front of two people.
But success didn't happen overnight as Shaw and his bandmates struggled to gain traction before the pandemic hit.
It feels pretty crazy because I feel like right before 2020 and the shutdown, we were like very barely known, even in our own city.
But after the initial lockdown, the band locked in.
It got discouraging, but we kind of just decided to buckle down and focus on the only thing we could control, which is writing and recording a record, and just kind of let everything else just kind of fall into place and just hope that, you know, things would get back to normal eventually.
That pandemic perseverance paid off for Shaw and his bandmates. The crowds grew larger during their fall 2021 tour.
I know it's kind of weird because we're like very like a bunch of DIY punk kids and like indie kids and stuff, so we're not used to like any of this kind of stuff, so we're just kind of all trying to take it in, be grateful for it.
Back home, Blvck Hippie's growing success caught the attention of Beale Street Music Festival organizers. Several weeks ago, Shaw got the call at work.
I just like run out here and I just start calling everybody. I call my mom, I call a bunch of random friends. I was like, hey man, don't tell anybody because it's not announced yet, but we're gonna play Beale Street Music Fest and we're freaking out.
And that front man, Josh Shaw, told me one of the major things he took away from the pandemic is to never take live music for granted. Blvck Hippie will be performing at 2 Saturday on the Bud Light stage. Live at the Beale Street Music Festival in Midtown Memphis, I'm Brad Broders.
All right, Brad, thanks a lot. Good stuff out there. Well, MPD plans to have about 150 officers on site with eyes on the tens of thousands of people heading to this weekend's festival. That number of officers doesn't even count all the sky cops that have been set up around the grounds. MPD says this plan places one officer on every single corner of Liberty Park and even more at the entrance gates.
The majority of the crowd is coming to have a good time. And we all know that there's bad actors along with in any event or situation that we deal with. But I'm confident in the work assignments in which we have given our Memphis police officers.
We hope everybody will go out and just have a good time this weekend. Now, there will be no road closures, but police say if you're driving in that area, do expect some traffic delays, especially at crosswalks. Police also recommend drivers park in well-lit areas and stash valuables where they can't be seen. Officials said more than 5,000 people have already booked park and ride passes offered by MATA and the University of Memphis. MATA said all of its available reservations have been filled, but they'll try to accommodate as many people as possible. If you plan to park in the area near the festival, there will be 7 parking locations with security on site there. There are more than 4,000 parking spaces for a fee of $20 to $30 nearby. And there are a few last-minute lineup changes to announce tonight. Festival organizers say that both Chevelle and Lindsey Buckingham have both dropped out due to COVID-19, while Soul Asylum and Third Eye Blind are joining the lineup. Soul Asylum will fill a Saturday slot opened up by Chevelle, and Third Eye Blind will fill the Sunday slot left open by Lindsey Buckingham. Modest Mouse, well, they dropped out at one point, but they are back. They returned to the schedule after negative COVID tests.